We're going to be getting into all that. The enemy is on the rocks if you attack them in the info war, and don't apologize. Because the minute we recognize them as the enemy, it doesn't matter if the globalists blow up more federal buildings. Southern Poverty Law Center had their informants in control of the white supremacist Elohim City Command Center. It doesn't matter how many nukes the globalists set off in U.S. cities and blame the Russians and claim they're working with U.S. right wing and try to arrest us in martial law. That dog doesn't hunt, isn't going to work. We saw your plan, blew it out of the water over a decade ago. Now everybody sees you trying to run that play. They see what you're doing. You understand, we're engaging you. We're not laying down. We're better than you. We're smarter than you. We're stronger than you. We're honorable. We're not cowards. We were born to go up against scum like you. You people think all your black uniforms and your FEMA camps scare us? You think all this garbage really scares Americans? Americans have been brought up in front of a television set, mesmerized. They've been sleeping. The minute you start the fight, you begin to lose it. The minute you start the fight, you awaken the giant. The minute you keep pushing us is the minute you go down. You got that, scum? So I'm going to be talking about that at the bottom of the hour. And I'm telling you what's going on right now is the people know we're all in danger. The people look at their kids. I don't care if they're a cop or a bureaucrat or even a social worker or an FBI agent or a Secret Service agent. People in the system, they look at their children and they know they're flushing them down the toilet working for this New World Order. This New World Order is illegitimate and has hijacked this country. Period. Everybody knows it in their gut. Everybody knows it intellectually. There's no more debate. You either stand up against it or you roll over. You either decide to choose humanity in 1776 and our forebears, who sure weren't perfect, but compared to these people running things, they're night and day. The honor, the courage, the dedication, the strength, the male power. That's what the New World Order totally fears, is men. Men who care about building a civilization. Men who want prosperity. Men who want to build bridges and buildings and spacecraft and have a future. Men who love poetry. Men who love combat. Men who love their families and their wives. Men who are strong. Men are the answer with God's light to change this world and fix this planet. And it's time for men to stop being little boys for their whole lives and to stand up and become men. I'm already getting into this. The point is, the enemy is weak. They're weak spiritually. They're weak physically. They're cowards who crave narcissistic delight. Why look down into the water at your own reflection when you can look up at the stars? Why look into your own eyes in a mirror when you can look into your woman's eyes? Why love yourself and your petty power trip when you could love seeing your sons and daughters become strong and see them delight in creativity and discovery? Mad dog criminals. They're insane to keep cowering to these people. That is what's going to let them win. It's not courage to fight these people. It's self-preservation. It's blind, stupid courage to roll over to these people. Because that's what you better fear. You better fear not facing the full truth. You better fear not making preparation for it. You better fear not taking the opportunity we've got because of checks and balances that have been overrun but still are there to a certain degree that we can use to pivot on and restore the republic. We have the moral high ground. We have self-preservation on our side, the survival instinct that they've worked so hard to nihilistically destroy. We want to restore the republic. We want to restore justice. We want to restore our institutions that were never perfect, but have been totally brought down. And we can do it. The world's worth fighting for. People say, well, just leave it to God. God helps those who helps themselves, the old Bedouin saying, trust in God, but tie up your camel. I'm just going to leave my horse untied. I trust in God. Well, God sees that and sees a fool. Tie up your horse, do your best, and God will carry you through to the next step. But you've got to take that first step. You've got to ask God to empower you as a vessel, as a soldier in the fight against the destroyer. We'll be back with the latest on Russia.